What's up guys, it's Ice with Top Ice Gaming and I'm here with a brand new Let's Play series. Today we're starting our Let's Play of the game Dungeon Defenders. This is a fairly new game. It's been out about a year, maybe a year and a half, and it's sold online on Steam. There's a few different places that sell it, but I found that Steam is probably the most reliable just because it's the one that I am most familiar with. It's $15, no monthly fee. You have to pay for any DLC that you want, but the DLC is not necessary. And that's about all I got to say about that. I will put a link to the download in the description, and then you guys can make up your minds from there. So we're just going to get right into it, and I will kind of explain how the game is working as we are playing. So we're going to create a brand new hero and start from the beginning. We're going to play a squire, because that's probably the most simple one to play in my opinion, and it'll be the easiest to explain how the game works. So we're just going to change his outfit, and maybe we'll just stay with default, and we will make him, this looks okay, don't really care. And then of course his name's going to be Ice. Okay. Alright, and here we go. So this is the beginning of our Dungeon Defenders Let's Play. When you first start the game, you're going to be level 0, and you're going to play, and you're going to be dropped in your tavern. Your tavern is sort of your base of operations, like where you go after each level and figure your stuff out. There's the tavern keep here. Sells things. He sells, his inventory changes after each complete level. This is your crystal. Yours will look a little different because this one is an upgraded version. This is like the main thing that you're trying to protect. In each level you'll be trying to protect the crystal or crystals, depending on which level you're in. From here you can level up your hero and level up your equipment. Of course we have no equipment yet because we just started. And you can choose to level up skills from your hero itself. You can choose to level up your abilities, or you can choose to level up the strength of your defenses or towers. So we're just going to put one into tower damage because that's probably the best way to go with a squire, at least at this level. And then we're going to hop right into a level. Being level 1, I know I'm not going to be able to do hard, insane, or nightmare mode, so I'm going to put on medium. The medium is still going to be a pretty good challenge for me to solo at level 1. I'll read this for you guys. Etheria was once a land of living legends. Long ago, brave warriors across the realm stood together against an immortal evil known as the Old Ones. In the wake of this struggle, the champions locked away the power of the Old Ones inside Eternia crystals. Recently, the realm's heroes, called to a faraway crusade, have left their younger kin to tend the castle and its chores. Bored with their dreary duties and imagining action and adventure, the pupils accidentally unleash an ancient force that has long been dormant. Now, these heroes in training will have to grow up quickly. Together, they will defend the Eternia crystals against those who would seek to resurrect the ancient evils. Dungeon Defenders. Alright, and here we are. This is the first level in the game, the Deeper Well. Really simple level. It's really small too. So you're going to start out, popped out up here. We're on medium difficulty, and there's going to be these chests. Each chest contains mana, and the amount of mana in each chest will differ depending on what level you're on. For us, it's 40. We can only hold 40 mana, so that's perfect for us right now. Then, you can use that mana to summon different defenses. For us, the only defense we can summon at this level are these spiky blockades. So we will just go ahead and summon a spiky blockade here. And the reason we're doing it on these stairs is because guys are going to come out of these doors, and they're going to immediately go up the stairs and try to kill the crystal. So if we put it on the stairs becomes the main choke point. And afterwards we won't really have to worry about anyone getting past those, and we won't really have to... we don't want to get anything too close to our crystal just to be safe. We want to kill him, but we don't want to kill him at the crystal. That's too risky. And what a lot of people do is they put stuff right outside these doors, but anytime an enemy is inside this purple circle, they cannot take damage. So that's the first mistake I see a lot of people make when they first start this game, and they get really confused. And I'm going to go ahead and put spike blockades up here, even though we don't need them yet because nothing's coming out of these doors. But later on in the level, things will be coming out of those doors. So I'll just prepare ahead of the game. Go ahead and pop open the last chest. And to start the level, you can either go and push E next to the crystal, or you can just push G from anywhere in the level, and it will start the phase. On any difficulty except Insane or Nightmare, you have unlimited time to build your defenses. As soon as you push G, it will start. On Insane and Nightmare, you have a time limit that is set, and if you finish early, you can still push G and start the wave early. However, generally it's more effective to just use up all the time. So as you can see, these spike blockades, anything that touches them takes damage, and they do enough damage to pretty much knock these guys out in a hit or two. The only problem we're going to have is that Archer may not get close enough for the thing to attack him. He might just, stand back and shoot it. That's bad news. So what we're going to have to do is go kill him ourselves. Or lure him into it so that he gets damaged. Alright, he's already got aggro on us, so we're just going to back up and get him to walk into it. There we go. You'll get, the reason I didn't just chop his head off with my sword there is because if you don't do damage yourself and you just let your defenses do it, you get a little bit of an extra experience bonus. So I wanted that bonus, so I just let it happen. There's no other defenses we can summon and no other places that need to be defended, so I'm just going to simply start the next wave. And I'm going to stand up here and watch it happen. We could be down there in the midst of the action, however, if we don't do any damage, if we don't take any damage, we keep getting multipliers, so we get more experience, and we really want experience at this point. So as you can see, they just walk up, and they smack it around a little bit, and then they die. In the future, we'll be able to make other towers that can actually shoot things down at them, which will make it a lot more efficient. And once again, the archers are going to stand back and pew-pew on it, so we're going to have to lure them into it. Try to get aggro on both of them. And then lure them right inside the range of it. And we'll do the same over on this side. Alright, and we're good. And this one's damaged, so we're going to have to repair it a little bit. To repair, you're going to push 4 on your hotkey. For me, I have a Razer Naga mouse, so I have a 4 on the side of my mouse, so it's a lot quicker. If not, you can just push 4, or you can click it. Alright, we leveled up to level 2. We have 2 points to spend. I'm going to put them both in defense-based damage. We found a little chest plate we can equip, so I'll pop that on. And still we don't have anything new we can lay down, so we're just going to G it up and start the next wave. This level has 5 waves, and we're on the 3rd wave currently. Many levels have a larger number of waves, but you won't start on wave 1. For example, one of the last levels in the game has 14 waves, but you start out on wave 8. So, I don't understand the purpose of it, but that's how it works. I guess it's just to balance the survival aspect of the game. So we're just going to wait for this to finish. We're going to have to lure archers into the defenses once again. Then that's the major downfall of the Squire class here. Because at this level they don't have any sort of weapon defenses they can play. They've just got these barricades. So barricades are not very useful. I mean, like, they're useful for the melee guys, but then the archers just come in and tear them up, so this one may break. We're going to try to repair it. Oh yeah, we can repair it fast enough. So we'll see if we can't get these guys to kill themselves on it. And we got hit, so we just lost our multiplier. Because we're dumb and weren't paying attention. Alright, there we go. Another wave's completed. And we got another level up. We're going to put that in health this time so our defenses don't break so quick. And we can now summon a different type of defense. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of this junk. And we're going to summon one of these. This is a bouncer blockade. It does essentially the same thing, except it also has a knockback effect that it puts on enemies that hit it. So instead of them just taking damage, they're also knocked back and away from it, which is good if it's going to take more than one hit to kill anything. Which, as you can see, the enemies are going to start coming out of here. And these guys are probably not going to die in one hit. So we're going to actually want that knockback. And for some reason we went first person view. I have no idea why. That's really annoying. Well, I will figure out what's going on during the wave, I guess. I don't know what button I accidentally pushed. I didn't think I pushed anything. And we will just put down the last bouncer blockade here and start it up. And then I will figure out what's wrong with my view. General, I guess it would be here. No, that's not it. I got nothing here. That is really annoying. I just dropped all my mana like a noob. God damn it, this is so fucking annoying. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just reset all. That did nothing. There we go. Okay. That was really strange. Okay, but now we need to get these archers to come in closer. There we go. Come on. Alright, we are gonna have to chop these guys up with our sword. Didn't want to, but they broke through because of too many archers. Alright, and another level up already. A lot of good those level ups are gonna do us. If we can't summon anything that can actually shoot. Alright, and we will just repair these. And there's not really anything we can do still that's going to make it easier, so we're just going to start it. We'll go ahead and see how fast these guys are taking these fools out. These big old orc guys. Yeah, see, the knockback is pretty nice for those guys at least. And we're going to come in and have to chop up some of these archers. Look at how many archers are over here. Oh god, I don't want to fight that orc. Alright, we need to heal ourselves. Oh, and see, he's not taking damage because he's in the purple circle. We'll pull him out and then we'll run and get these guys away. come over this side. And this is the last wave, so good thing, because this sucks. We got one more guy. Oh, and he actually walked into it. Okay. Alright, and there's a sword. Cool. Okay, we're ready to move on to the next level. We leveled up twice from finishing that. Finishing it is generally when most of your experience is going to come in. We can now use this circular slice ability. And unfortunately I can't show it to you guys because I'm not allowed to use it after the match is over. Alright, we're just going to move on to the next level straight in, and I'll do 2 levels in this episode. Grabbing all the mana, and for this one there's only 3 doors, and they are all very easy to block off, so that's good. We can just put bouncers right here. And unfortunately that might leave them enough room to squeeze by, but hopefully not. And we'll just come and continue grabbing the mana and summoning defenses. Okay, one more chest to grab. Alright, and then there's just one last chest over here that we'll run and grab. We're not going to be able to put 2 bouncers here because we won't have enough mana, but that's okay. I am tired. Alright, and I will just start it up, and I'm going to stay here and kill the guys that tried to squeeze by right here. Okay, and it looks like the other ones are doing okay because we can see in the kill count meter at the top right there that 9 out of 18 guys are dead. So if 3 came out of each door, that means the other 2 chopped their guys up just as quickly as I did. And this happens a lot. Unfortunately, you have to wait for the next sort of, I guess, wave of guys to come out of the doors. Generally, it doesn't take this long, but it still happens, so nothing we can do about it. And there we go. There's one more guy somewhere. Probably an archer giving my bouncer blockades a hard time. We're not in a rush, so I'm going to grab this mana. And we are just going to start our way right over here. And there we go, it was an archer right here. Okay. So unfortunately there's still nothing we can do about the archers because we're a stupid squire. But soon enough we will get a shooting tower. So just gotta be patient and wait. So we'll go ahead and put our second bouncer up here and then just start the next wave since there's nothing else we can do. I think next level is when we get our first shooting actual like weapon. So patience is a virtue, I guess. Alright, and we'll go ahead and start it, and we're on wave 3 out of 6. So as you can see there, this one started out on wave 2 out of 6 waves for some reason. It's probably to balance the survival mode, but I'm not really positive, so I'm just going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, and we will check for archers. Got one here that's going to be giving us a hard time. So we'll chop him up. Then we'll come look at the other ones and see. As you can see, your character moves really slow. There's no way to run. However, when you level up, you can put points into the hero's speed stat, which will give you the ability to run quite a bit faster. If you're watching this, hopefully you've already watched my overview video of the game, where I quickly gave a rundown of all the different characters in the game, and a brief backstory on the lore of the game. So hopefully you saw that. If not, you can go check that out, and then you guys can see the other characters in the game and figure out the exact story. Although I did read the intro for you guys there at the beginning. But that is a pretty vague intro, and there's several more little sort of shitty movie clips like that throughout it. So you may want to watch that if you want to get an idea of the story before you play the game. And once again, the description, or in the description of this video, I will put a link to Steam for you guys to find this game. And like I said, it's $15 with no monthly fee, so really it's a pretty good deal. It's really fun. It'll give you, I don't know, I could say I would probably get a good 3 weeks or so, maybe a month out of this before I got really bored. And then even after that, they still release content really regularly, so be coming back every other month or so to do the new stuff. And we got a pair of boots here. And we can now summon something that shoots. Hallelujah. So we can summon harpoons. Yay! So we're going to summon a harpoon at each one of these places to back up the bouncers, and they will shoot not just the archers, but they will shoot everything. So they're really good. But what we really need them for is to take out those archers that are being so annoying at the moment. And then at that point, once we have these, just based on the points that we've been putting in the attack damage that they do, we should essentially be able to kind of just go AFK or stand in the middle and make sure that we're completely safe. That'll make us get a lot more experience a lot quicker. So hopefully, and that's quite a bit better. Hopefully we can do that. And I'll just go drop down the last one. I hate walking so slow. Alright. And we will pop down the last harpoon here. And that yellow circle that you can see is the range, how far away from itself it can shoot. So, as you can see, our range on ours is actually seem pretty decent for not having any points in range. Well, I might have 1 point in range, but still, seem a little bit better than that. And the cool thing about harpoon turrets is if there's more than one guy lined up, it'll go through one guy and hit the next. So, they kind of just tear through guys. They're pretty overpowered. Although the tower squire in general is overpowered. Any squire that puts points into their tower or defense abilities is pretty overpowered. That being said, the game is still pretty balanced in the PvP aspect, although the PvP is not even fully developed in this game yet. They're still working on it. But in the PvP sense, it's all pretty balanced, but it's kind of prone to hackers. There's a lot of people, well, not really hackers, but modders. There's a lot of people who have modded different weapons and different skills in the game so that they're a lot better, way overpowered. So, right now PvP is pretty unbalanced in that sense. Until they get rid of those modders, it's going to be that way, though. Not much we can do about it in the meantime, unless we wanted to mod ourselves, but that's stupid. Nobody wants to play a modded character. That's lame. Like, what's the point even? Just to be the best without having to even try? That's lame. And we're just going to quickly finish this level. It's taken a little bit longer than I expected. This will be probably a 25 or so minute video. Maybe a little bit longer. I'm planning on putting in an intro. My first intro, actually. Generally, I don't really do intros. I just get right into the video and the content. But I'm going to try out an intro this time, just to see what kind of feedback I get from it. It won't be anything special because I'm not much of an artist type. But I'll do my best to put out something kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and start it up, and then I will put up the second harpoon on this side once I get there. I just don't want to make this take any longer than it needs to, and it doesn't really need that second turret at the moment. It's just there to help out a little bit. So we'll just run over here, and we will pop down another turret right where I'm standing. And there we go. Those guys are assholes. Those are kobolds. They just like light themselves on fire and run at your shit and blow up and do tons of damage. They're so fucking annoying. The good thing about it though is that usually squires, once they get some points in towers, their harpoons will pretty much just shoot those guys down before they even get to blow up on your shit. The same can be said for like the apprentice class and stuff. And then of course monks with their auras don't have to deal with it because you can't damage an aura. It just takes damage as things walk through it. So same with hunter's traps. So I mean, like, squires and their walls kind of got screwed by those guys. Everyone else pretty much has a way to deal with them, but those things rip apart squires. Oh, they're pretty bad against summoners too. Summoners get owned by those things, but summoners aren't a main class in the game. They were added as a DLC later on, so nobody really pays attention to those guys anyway. They are fun though, I will say that. There's a kobold. Ooh, looks like that time he hit pretty lightly. That's strange. And this wave's almost done. A lot of people build their defenses up here more near the crystal on this one, but I don't, because that just makes it take so long. I mean, you guys can see how long this level is taking, and I built things right next to the doors where the guys are coming out. They walk out and then they get shot, and it's still taking this long. So I'm just too impatient. It might even be better, but I doubt it. So I just build them next to the doors and make it quicker. I don't know. I haven't ever done this level on Nightmare though, so maybe on Nightmare it's more efficient to build them up there so that the kobolds aren't running through. And I think there's also a sharky type guy, like a really fast shark guy that does tons of damage, so maybe those guys hurt him. I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot on Nightmare yet because my highest level guys are in the 70s, so Nightmare is generally for higher level players than that, I think. At least when you're soloing, that is. And I, for the most part, am soloing currently, so. Alright, and we started the last wave, and we're just going to be waiting on it. So I will cut here, and come back in at the very end of this wave. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm cutting back in real quick. The wave's almost over. Unfortunately, I forgot that there's an ogre that pops up on this wave, and ogres are really strong, and they busted through, so I'm having to beat up some guys that made it to my crystal. But as you can see, this is almost done. There's 2 guys left, and one of them's the ogre. The ogre, however, is going to die. I'm going to pop a turret up here that will finish him off. Hopefully that turret has enough range to shoot down there. Yep. Alright. And I can try to kill him myself, but I don't do enough damage quick enough. And there we go. And that'll do it, guys. That's the end of the second level in Dungeon Defenders. That one was called Foundries and Forges. As always, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what kind of content you want to see in the future, and let me know what you thought of this content. We are level 8 now, and I will see you guys in the next episode on this Let's Play, which will probably be uploaded tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.